Hey YouTube, it's your girl Brandy 1525, and I'm coming at you tonight with a beginner friendly full face of makeup tonight. So this will be my updated foundation routine and just a full face that's beginner friendly for any divas that are just now getting into makeup. Okay, so let's get started. The first thing that I like to do, I've already primed my face, I've already primed my face using Rimmel London Fix and Perfect Pro Primer. And this is that primer. Okay. And I use two products, both by MAC. This is MAC's the Studio Sculpt Foundation, and it is an NC44. And I also use the Matchmaster Foundation with the pump on it, and it is in the color 7.0. So what I do is I take these two foundations and I squirt some out on the back of my hand. Now that look like a lot, and I'm just putting a lot out there just because I'm like that. And then I'll take 3 squirts of that. Okay, then what I'm going to do is I usually take the end of a brush and just mix it around a little bit on my hand to get the colors mixed together. Warm it up a little bit. I find that I like putting it better on the back of my hand because it kind of warms the foundation up and helps the color to come through. So what I left on the brush, I would take and put on my beauty blender, which I've already used today for the last video, so I wasn't going to clean it because I already used it. Okay, so I take it off my hand like that, and I start applying it, and I start dotting it on my face with just dots. Okay, now I just start to blend and blend it in, going all the way up to my hairline. And all the way back to my ear, and then down around my jawline really well, under my eyes, around my nose, around my mouth, under my eyes. I rub in an upward motion, so I'm taking it and I'm just rolling it upward. Now, contrary to everybody's belief, I have some spots on my face that I like to cover. So the foundation that's left on my hand, I put over here on the sides of my face, around my mouth, which is a dark area for me. And then do the same thing on the other side. And I'm doing this in real time. I'm not speeding the video up, because when I first started watching videos and trying to learn how to put on makeup, it was going too fast for me. And I didn't like having to stop, and rewind, and go back, all that. So I'm doing this in real time. So now I got my foundation on. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take this MAC. You'll never see it. But anyway, this is MAC Studio Sculpt Concealer, and it is in an NC35. And what I would do with that is I'll put it on my finger, and I'm just going to dab that under my eyes. This is how I highlight my under eye area, and I take it all the way out to my hairline. And I kind of swoop it down in a triangular motion. It's not what I call it. It's not a bold highlight. It's subtle. It's a very, for me, it's a subtle highlight. Okay, I also like to take it down the bridge of my nose and a little bit on my forehead. A little bit on my chin. And above my lip and my cupid's bow. Okay, now that I got that on, the next thing I would do is I would set that with the powder. The powder that I'm using is an e.l.f. powder. I think this is $3. And it is in the shade of Rosy Beige. Rosy Beige. I'm sorry, y'all. You know my voice. And I just take that with a little puff. And I just pack that under my eyes, down my nose, on my forehead, under my other eye. Okay, now that I got that done, the next thing I would do is contour, my contouring. What I'm using to contour is another e.l.f. powder. This powder is much darker than my skin tone, and it's in the shade Toffee. And I take this on my little e.l.f. brush. It's the flat top, but I squeeze it, and I took the handle off. Okay, and then you make the fish face, and starting from right here in your ear or the bottom of your hairline, that's where I start from, and I just bring that contour down. Then I brush it up and down a little bit to blend it out. Other side. And up and down a little bit to blend it out. Okay. Now, some people, well, I'll go ahead and do it. Some people like to contour a little bit on the forehead, right above the arch of the brow. Definitely, for those of us sisters that's got this double chin under here, you definitely want to hit your jawline and contour under here, because areas that you contour darker recede. So we want to hide that double chin and put it up. We want to put that joint away. Now the next thing I would do is I would take a blush. If I had one in here, but obviously I don't. So we gon', well, let me see. I probably still got some blush on this brush. Yeah. Take a blush and put that on the apples of our cheeks. And you can bring it up a little bit, close to the hairline. Now you can see that it's really light, nothing major. Okay, after that, I would take my powder. What I'm using for powder is my mineralized skin finish, and it is in the color dark. And I'm just gonna tap the brush in there, tap off the excess. And just lay that powder on my face. Okay. Now, for those of us that like a little eyeshadow, I'm going to do a really simple look for my eyes, because I didn't even bring an eyeliner in here. But what I'm going to show y'all is only 3 colors. It is Embark from MAC, Rice Paper, also MAC, and Brown Script. Another MAC. Okay, the first thing you could do is you want to take your rice paper, get on your brush, pat that on your lid. Not sweeping, not rubbing, just patting. All right. The next thing you want to do is you want to take a fluffy brush. This would be like your fluffy crease brush. And you go into that brown script. And what you're going to do is use your brown script with windshield wiper motions and take it almost all the way up to your brow bone. But not quite, because that's where you want to put your highlight color. See how easy that was? Put the brush back in. Start over here. And the windshield wiper motions just help you to spread the color evenly. All right, got that on both eyes. Now the last thing, well, not the last thing, but the next thing that we want to do is we want to go in with the embark again. Well, we didn't use the embark yet. We want to go in with the embark, and we want to give our crease some depth. So you're going to take your embark, which is the darkest brown, and you're just going to put that in your crease and just back and forth, same windshield wiper motions. Same thing to the other eye. And there you go. If you notice that your eyeshadow is doing what I call skipping, you're rubbing too hard. And you need to hold your brush close to the end of the handle so that you sweep with a lighter motion, a lighter hand. Okay, now we want to go back to our rice paper. For our brow highlight. And we want to concentrate the majority of that right at the top, arch of the brow. Now, lipstick. The lipstick I'm using is I'm going to show you the casing. Is a lipstick by Maybelline. I think it's one of the new Maybelline Vivids. And it's called Make Me Pink. And it is a really, really bright pink. So what I'm going to do is put some lip gloss over it. To tone it down a little bit. Now that's pretty. And this lipstick is an NYC Liquid Lip Shine. And it is called Fashion Ave Fuchsia number 579. Okay, so I think that's about it. It's a simple look. Anybody can use. If you want to go back, blend it out a little more. Pretty simple. Anybody can do it. You can add mascara if you like. This is Almay Intense Eye Color. And I'm pretty sure it's in black. But I'm not going to put it on for tonight. So this is it. This is my beginner friendly eye makeup tutorial. Just a second, y'all. I'm sorry. And that's it. And my updated foundation routine as well. So, that's about it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. And I hope that all the beginners out there just now getting into makeup will find this really, really easy to do and enjoy it as well. Thanks.